Welcome to Market Like a Hot Shot for episode 42.
42.
8 till we get guests.
I know, isn't that?
Really? They're lining up, but man, we got some strict qualifications for these guests.
Yeah, that's one of the big things that we were talking about earlier today is that, we got a ton of people that reach out and they're like, oh yeah, I'd love to be on a podcast. And it's like, great, but do the Hotshot Nation want to hear these people?
I know, really? The ones
really
with like 5 followers, if you have 5 followers, you're out.
Yeah.
You got to have at least 1,000 followers, I think, right?
Yeah, I mean, we want to see people that have an audience, and we want to know that people are serious about what they're doing. But I think the most important thing is that I want people to actually provide value.
Exactly, and know how to brand themselves.
Yeah.
So that's what we're talking about this week.
Yeah, episode
Branding
42.
like a hot shot. Brand like a hot shot.
Yeah.
Make a song out of that, right?
We should.
Yeah, we should.
Maybe we should have the branding song.
The brand,
yeah. Hotshot Sesame Street, right?
We'll get a drummer, bass player. We got the guitars.
Yeah, 2 guitarists.
We'll be ready to rock and roll here. So what's why? A couple of things we'll be going over is why some brands stick in your brain and others disappear.
Right.
We did this for what's that one? That State Farm commercial. I can't remember now. See, it doesn't stick to your brain.
Doesn't stick to
La da 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 da. That's McDonald's, right?
Yeah, that always sticks to your brain.
Yeah, that sticks to your brain, right?
I mean, Liberty Mutual with their
Mutual.
Limu, Emu, things like that. There's a lot of brands out there. I mean, we go back. I think the first one I personally remember was, where's the beef?
Where's the beef? Oh, Wendy's. Poor Wendy's, man. They're closing Wendy's all over the place now. They need Clara back.
Yeah.
Poor, Clara, the beef lady.
Clara was cool.
She was cool. And then, what's the 3 pillars memorable branding's known for?
Yeah.
Consistent messaging and, of course, the story. We've
Right.
talked about being, telling you a story like a hot shot in past episodes.
And we'll do future episodes where we take a deeper dive into each of them. That'll be really cool.
I know, because marketing is that deep dive kind of topic, right?
It is.
And then how to brand, people instantly recognize, right? People see the T-shirt today. I was walking around Framingham Center. I was going to a couple of things this morning. They're like, market like a hot shot. And I was like, that's right. You're going to market like a hot shot if you listen to our podcast on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, iHeartRadio, and YouTube, right?
Yeah, which reminds me, speaking of the community, we will probably be doing an outdoor live show in May or June, so keep an eye out for that after we do our one in a couple of weeks.
You got to follow us first.
Yeah.
And then why branding is more than logos, colors, and fonts. So a lot of people get really hung up on their logos. I mean, logos, of course, are very important.
Like ours is really cool. I like the burning mic.
Yeah. The mic right here, the
purple fire.
Purple fire, man, on the shirt. Everyone's got to get one of these shirts now that, warm weather's starting to hit. How about the people out west, man? 105 degrees in Phoenix.
Holy cow.
They got to get themselves a Market Like a Hot Shot T-shirt.
We might need a Market Like a Hot Shot tank top for those people.
I know. So, before we get out, we've got to do some shout-outs, some great branders out there. Who do we got shout-outs for this week?
Well, I was always thinking about our good friend, Mr. Goldstone.
Oh, Goldstone. Chucky Goldstone.
And I love how you call him Chucky because every time I see an email from
you think of Halloween, right?
I start thinking of you. But, no, Chuck's someone who's done an incredible job branding himself as a storyteller, locally. Like, you go to Venture Cafe, and it's like, I talked to a couple people there, and they're like, can you, they've asked me, like, for people that I've worked with, and I'm like, yeah, Chuck's one of the people I've helped out, and then they're like, instant credibility when you work with somebody like him.
Oh, of course, storyteller. So I went yesterday. I did not go to Venture. In fact, I haven't gone to Venture in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well,
and next week either.
Yeah.
But I was at the Adobe Create Now conference yesterday, and it was just this great event facility. It's called the SOWA Power Station.
Oh, wow.
It's an old power station. They turned it into an event center. And if you follow me on the AMC Business Solutions page, you'll see I did a little one quick minute about AMA Boston to the crowd there. Very receptive. I'll give you a little tip what I did. I said that creators out there are very lonely. And you need to, look into an organization like AMA Boston to join a community so you don't feel so alone, right? People like that will help you with your branding, maybe help you with a logo and how to have yourself stand out from others. So that was a good shout out. Megan Arnold, shout out to you. She's from Adobe. She ran a good show yesterday. There was probably about 500-600 people there.
Wow.
It was really big. So good stuff, man.
Really cool.
All Town Fresh.
All-Town
Oh, yeah.
Fresh.
Like today, I want to shout out All Town Fresh. They sponsor, I do a monthly event downstairs, and they generously sponsor the food there. They've been incredible, and they want to sponsor one of our events going
Hope
forward.
the food's good, man.
Their food is really good. I mean, the ladies are here. You guys want to come and say hi again? Like, it's not an episode without the ladies.
We got the ladies here.
The Hotshot ladies.
James and Jeff got the ladies.
Yeah.
Right here.
Amazing pulled
Kenzie,
pork sandwich.
Virginia right here. And then you got Reagan right here, our producers. They do an absolutely amazing job.
They do an incredible job. We love having you all on the team. And the four of us had fun today at All Town Fresh, and we're heading to Kaipe's after this to
check out where we're doing our live.
Get ready for the live event on April 8th. It's going to be incredible.
So one thing about All Town, I have to just say, they have to compete with Buc-ee's. If you've ever been down south, you got it. I mean, come on, man. Buc-ee's is where it's at. That's the level. Brand. Buc-ee's. I'll tell you, that's a heck of a brand.
Yeah.
You see the little Buc-ee, little animal thingamajiggy, right? You see them on the highway. You're driving South Carolina, North Carolina. Buc-ee's in 50 miles. Buc-ee's in 30 miles. Talk about branding, man.
Yeah.
They got it wrapped up there. So sorry to pick on All Town Fresh, but
No, they're good.
So one more thing. Speaking of All Town Fresh here, how's that spring challenge going, my friend?
Yeah, so I'm not as far along as I'd like to be, but I am down close to 10 pounds, which is
so
good.
I still have not seen this man at the gym yet.
I was right after we recorded our last episode. I was there with our good buddy Gary Shillman.
Oh, at Lifetime Fitness.
Yeah, Lifetime.
Not LA Fitness.
No, I will go. I think what we're going to do is you and I are going to pick maybe a Saturday morning, and I'll go with you.
Okay.
We're going to do some weights together.
So I'll be there tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's Saturday. I'll be there at 8:30 prompt. They open at 8, So yeah, it's important to keep that health and wellness going, right? So that's the spring challenge. All right. So let's get into the meat of our branding like a hot shot here. What makes a brand memorable, Mr.
Yeah,
Futo?
and how does it make it unforgettable? So like we said, a brand is just more than your logo, your fonts, your colors. It's about the feeling that people get when they think of you.
Yep. You have to be consistent, clear, emotionally resonant. Yeah. Emotions are so important with brands.
They really are.
Like when I hear the song "La Da 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 Da," I get emotional. It's not singing back to the TV. I mean, it's just like that has a click to it, right?
Yeah.
And then easy to describe. You don't want to be too complicated. You ever seen a band? We don't want to pick on anyone, but a brand that's too complicated. You're like, you know what? I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. I won't name names, but how many times you talk to somebody and it's like, well, what do you do? And then they're like, I'm an AI person, and I'm like, okay, so what does that mean? And then they go into, and they're like, I use AI to, I don't know. I'm going to just make something up, like regulate the temperature of hamburgers so that you know when to make them based on the crowd and like. Oh my Lord! I joke. I
got a headache already.
Yeah, like I joke that you know how there's been the burger wars between Burger King and McDonald's with the new Whopper and then the new Arch. What is it? Not the Arch.
I haven't been to McDonald's or Burger King in 25 years.
I know my stomach.
Tell me about the brand.
Yeah, I haven't been to one in a while either. But I mean, like that's one of the things I joke about is like next thing you know, the new Whopper will be like with AI. I mean, it's like the new Sriracha, right? Ugh. It's everything has AI in it. All these tools have it. A lot of times people don't need it, and that's where I think people struggle with their brand because it's like, well, what like you and I talked to somebody recently, and we won't name him because I don't want to embarrass him.
I don't want to pick on people.
Yeah, we don't want to pick on people, but like we had a conversation coming back from Venture one time where we're like, what exactly is that person does? And we couldn't figure it out in a 30-minute ride home.
So easy to describe.
That's the key.
If there was anything out of today's podcast, remember, you have to be easily to understood of what your brand is, or what your focus is, who your prospects are, and all that. It's really good because if people can't explain what you do in one sentence, your brand is not working, right? So what's my brand? Let's see if you know.
Well, you're the connector.
The social connector.
The social connector.
Like the song, right?
The song, like I don't know, producers, can we get that?
We'll get that song rocking right here.
Let's give it like a few seconds to play.
All right. Yeah, there it goes.
There we go.
And that's my brand right there, as you heard in that song right now.
I love that song.
I love connecting people. I like my recruiting business, connecting talent to opportunity, connecting people at networking events.
Yeah.
I even connected the plumber to the electrician, man, one time,
Yeah.
doing some work at my house. So that's my brand.
Yeah, and I mean, it's more than just, you being a connector of people, because like what you've done is you connect groups, you connect organizations, you connect businesses. I mean, you've built your brand. You have thousands of people that are part of Mass Professional and Little Roadie Professional.
Little Roadie, baby.
I want to forget Little Roadie.
Yes.
But like you have thousands and thousands of people that, like I was talking to someone recently and they saw how many LinkedIn followers I had and they're like, wow. And then I'm like, you should see what he has.
Yeah, I think I'm up to 16,000.
Yeah, you have an incredible following
somewhere
on
around
there,
there.
which is huge.
It's years of networking, but that's you want people to understand your brand, right?
Yeah.
Right. From in one sentence, because it's almost like your sales pitch. When you do a pitch, when you talk to somebody at an event, what do? And if somebody goes on for like 20 minutes, it's over.
Yeah.
If you could explain what you do in 5 to 10 seconds, and then turn it into a conversation, that's really what networking is all about. So that's your brand.
Right.
All right. So what's the foundation of brand consistency? Nail down on some of the...
well, one of the ways I like to put it is that this is hard to say, easy
repetition?
to remember. Repetition builds reputation.
Oh, say that really fast.
I know that
produces. What do you think?
But it's true. And I mean, like Tony Robbins, a famous saying he has is repetition is the mother of skill. But it does. It's like you just keep getting out there. We're on episode 42. Like we're
on 42. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy
I mean,
crap.
And we were at that podcasting event not too long ago where they said most podcasts don't get beyond episode like 4 or 5.
And we're on 42.
We're on 42.
Oh.
And we do weekly podcasts too. We don't even do monthly. Like a lot of times it's the people that are trying to do them daily that just, they don't have any energy, and then they lose energy if they're doing them weekly. We're doing it like...
You know why? Because we have our wake shots and tea.
Yeah.
Tea keeps us going, right?
Don't forget your tea.
Tea at 2 o'clock. Consistency builds trust, too.
Yeah.
When you're consistent, people are going to trust you, right? Inconsistent brands confuse people. Like, if you have a brand, like, you keep changing your brand, like, every other week. Not good.
Yeah. I mean, we know someone that does that all the time. I'm not going to mention
Do they live in Florida? No kidding. I'm only kidding.
No. That's actually somebody else. But
okay.
Yeah, I mean, like it's just, you see their brand, their marketing, and it's just like changes every other month. And then I'm just like, okay, whatever. Have fun.
What happens? Confused people don't buy from them.
Right.
They're like, what the hell do you do? So you got to you got to nail that down. So what's consistency across visuals, tone, messaging, behavior, and experience? So that's where the consistency has to be in those 5 sectors.
And I mean, that's something that the producers and I had a quick conversation about this morning, because a lot of businesses don't do this. It's like, their business name on one social media site is one thing, and then it's, it could be their name on one thing and then their industry on another, and then, one's the founder's photo, the other one's the business logo. You want consistency everywhere. So like your website, your colors, your social media profile should all have pretty much the same bio, roughly the same cover photo, roughly the same logo. I mean, I know sizes are different and there's some challenges with the way the social media services handle, banner images and such, but in general, like, they see your brand. So
in other words, if you have a company, your about description should be the same on LinkedIn, X, Facebook, Pinterest if you use Pinterest, or Threads if you use Threads, whatever. But they should all Instagram.
They should all be
the same thing.
And then, of course, like NAP, you hear that all the time with Google and SEO. Your name, your address, your phone number, those all need to be consistent.
Yeah, I have a great digital assessment that we do.
That's right.
Solution. So if you ever need to have a little checkpoint, we'll do it for free for you. Just let me know.
And if you need something more comprehensive, we have a really detailed audit that goes through and does a lot of stuff.
Is that JVF, man? All right.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna brag about you right now, right? So speaking of JVF, so you built a heck of a brand, the go-to brand for businesses that need not just a pretty design, but I like the way you build websites that are secure, perform well, and protect. So you have, what is your tagline for JVF?
Well, ours is connect. It's CEO. Connect, engage, outperform.
Outperform. There you go. That's a heck of a brand.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're saying a lot in those 3 words.
Yeah.
See how that's a very short 5-second brand right there. And that's what you want. You want to have that ring, that telephone ring that's going to get people to do. I know exactly what you do. I'm going to get a website. I'm going to have a digital presence that's going to kick ass on the internet, be fast.
Right.
I'm not going to worry about it getting hacked by some unwanted person, right? And it's going to look good, right? So there you go. That's a great brand. I love that. So
right. And then, we talked a little bit about like your success with mass professional networking, but you are the definition of brand consistency. I mean, the desocial connector.
The desocial connector.
The desocial harmonizer. We're going to have the harmonica?
Did I tell you I found my harmonica?
Oh, good.
I found it, and I did a St. Patty's Day ditty
nice.
in front of the Stone Public House the other day.
Really?
You know where it was?
Where?
And I thought
Was it hidden in your car and
it was in my computer bag.
Oh.
It was in my computer bag.
So you brought it to Florida but didn't get to use it down there?
No, that computer bag I left up here.
I
was devastated because I wanted to do a ditty under a palm tree in Miami so bad.
Well, Reagan likes your videos. She said she thought the one where you fall in the snow was really funny.
Yeah, the blizzard one. But
I mean, like, it just kind of goes through like who Jeff is. And Jeff, you see DeSocial and you think about him. And it's not really a nickname. I mean, he's grown Mass Professional to thousands of followers, or members actually. And now you're leading AMA, Boston AMA, as the president. The only gold chapter in the whole U.S. So congrats to you and former President Emily.
Shout out to Emily because she really was.
Emily was Virginia's professor.
That's
right.
How
we got to know
That's
her.
how we had the joy of meeting Virginia.
Poor Virginia.
Thanks to Emily.
Did you think when you were in the class and then like I came in and then 2 weeks later Jeff came in that you'd be in a room with us and him calling you the wrong name all the time?
You never know how life brings you, right?
You remember imagination that. But, that's one of the things. It's like they know, and people, your reputation. Like I was with our good friend Phil Ottaviani.
Philly boy.
Phil, yesterday.
Did he go to get his Zapleys? All right, I'm going to complain for a minute. All right, so I was looking for Zapleys last night when I was in Boston, and the lines stand in these lines. So I went to Italy. Not to pick on
Italy and
Prudential Center.
Yeah, that's really a cool concept.
Like, cool. They probably have Zapleys. You know what they looked like? They looked like freaking donuts. They were this big.
Oh my goodness!
And they were $12.
Yeah.
Right? Hell with that. Bad branding, man. Right? So I'm going to the original Italian bakery in Johnston, Rhode Island on Sunday and get the real deal. Let me tell you. But that's branding, right? You think? Yeah. It's good.
And it goes back to like what we had said earlier is that like your I always fumble this
Say it
one.
fast. The RRR.
Repetition builds reputation.
It does.
We should put that on one of our merch things.
All right. So speaking of that, staying on your message, not veering off. You're on a highway and you take all these ramps everywhere.
Right.
You want to stay straight. So say it until they repeat, right? Keeping your message simple, repeatable, sticky. It sticks to you.
Right.
La da 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 da. It sticks to you, right?
I'm going to hear that in my head all day today.
Yeah, he'll be sleeping, tossing and turning. Michelle will be throwing the pillow at you.
I know.
Right.
It'll be like that McDonald's commercial.
So why do you think too many brands change their message too often, though?
I think it goes back to something we had talked about a while ago with, you're a plant underground and it's just like ready to crack the surface. And I think what happens is people get impatient. So instead of them waiting, and it's like, you don't want to wait too long, but, you put a lot of effort into things. A lot of things take time. And often what's happening is like they're just building that brand. It's just about ready to emerge. And then they're like, this ain't working. Let's go a different direction.
How do they know it does? See, that's another thing. How do you measure the success of your new brand?
Right, and it's how well do people know you? Are you getting traffic to your website? Are you getting engagement on your social media?
Your revenue's going up.
And the most important one.
Are you making more money? So your brand's working. So what's a brand that kind of really, it was huge in the news, It's a restaurant known mostly down south that changed their brand in a big way.
Oh yeah, we talked about this one, Cracker
Barrel. Yeah, we
and
talked
I
about
believe
this.
they changed it back.
Oh, they had to.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to Cracker Barrel, all you think about is rocking in one of those chairs and having some candy apples.
Yeah.
You know, that's Cracker Barrel. And then she changed it to have some, I don't know what the hell it was. They fired the CEO.
Yeah, a lot of times, like, people, you know, the phrase if it's not broken, don't fix it. And people just sometimes feel like they have to come in and leave their mark and do things differently. Yep. You know, like, it'll be interesting to follow what's going on with Disney, with Josh D'Amaro taking over.
The new guy, yeah, the new president.
Yeah, and Josh, I'm personally optimistic. He did a great job with Disney Parks. We'll see what happens when he takes on, you know, the whole
That's
company.
a big job, let me tell you.
It's a huge job.
So creating a message people remember, have a clear problem, a clear solution, and a clear promise. The promise is a big one because that's what usually converts.
Right.
You know, for brands to convert into business, you have to have a good promise, right?
Right.
What is it again? I'm testing the JVF promise.
Our promise is that your website will be secure. It will perform.
You just had your ditty.
I know. My CEO. We connect you with the right people. We help you engage, and then you will outperform.
Outperform. There we go. Love it. Love it. So clarity. We talked about clarity, and then how about? And then we go into the Chucky Goldstone approach, storytelling, the emotional glue.
Now Chuck would be a good guest to have on.
Yeah, we got it. We'll definitely line him up. He has. Does he have 1,000 followers? He's got to have 1,000 followers.
He's got 700. Trips at Venture Cafe,
yeah,
so he
probably
followers. Yeah.
So what's some talking points for storytelling?
Well, I think stories make brands more human. There's this quote that's, one person with a problem is a story where 1,000 people with a problem is just like a headline. Yep. You know, when you put a person in there, it's like a statistic. You know, it's just a statistic when there's a lot of people. When it's just one person, then it's like, wow, you see their story, you see what they're struggling with, you see what their problem is, you learn how they solved it, and that's really the key. Is that when you humanize the problem, it's not just we help businesses. It's like we help.
Oh, I hate that stuff.
Yeah. We help businesses
We help
grow.
business go online.
Like someone came to an event once and they're like, we help people get more leads through their website. And I'm like, what is it that you do? And it's like, what would have been better is, see that guy over there? We went and redesigned his website. Yep. And now he's getting 10 orders.
Outcomes.
Now he's getting 10 orders a day instead of 10 orders a year.
Yep. That's outcomes. Because who cares? Oh, yeah, I got more hits on the website, but what's the outcome?
Hits don't mean anything.
Don't mean shit. Oh, sorry. I just swear.
I'm going to have to censor
We'll have to censor that one.
That's one of the bingo card things that we'll talk about later.
So, the big thing is, right, stories sell, facts tell.
Yeah.
All right, so facts are great, but stories sell, right? Your brand should always say who you are, what you believe, why do you do what you do, and why do you help. So everyone wants to work with somebody that's passionate about what they do, and that's what the brand usually shows, right?
That's true. I mean, do you see, like, and the other thing too on that is, like, what's the transformation that you create? Now, I mean, we can ask the producers. Do you see that passion when we work together? I mean,
they do.
Do you feel like that? Do you feel like we have a passion for what we're doing? Do you see the transformation?
We love Market Like a Hotshot. I even wear this T-shirt when it's 10 degrees out. I wear this everywhere.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So, and why more? We talked about how to have a great brand. How do brands fail?
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing is you try to be everything to everyone, and that's a recipe for disaster if there ever was one.
You don't want,
it's insane how a lot of times you'll talk to people. It's like, all right, who's your customer? Everybody. I'm like, okay. Let's narrow it down just a little bit,
Yeah, I want to be a referral partner for you. You got to nail that down, right? And then, changing direction too often. They the world of entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs don't quit, right? And there's a reason behind that, right? You can't change your direction all the time. I get it. Some people get impatient with their brand and all that.
Yeah.
But don't change your direction. You've tried. This is a big one. Copying your competitors.
Oh my goodness, I have stories about that one.
Yeah. Tell me a good one.
Well, no,
Sorry,
I mean, I'm
Sal.
not gonna. I don't want to give people exposure that they don't deserve. But I will say that, like, I remember one time, we started using certain hashtags in our posts on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And one of our competitors started, like, I think we used, like, because we were targeting local, so we target like Metro West, Massachusetts, and things like that. And then, like, the next day, I saw somebody, and I'm like, he's posting Massachusetts, Metro West. I'm like, such a whatever.
So, yeah.
You know, but we have a term for that, right?
Yep. What is that?
Not shot.
Not shot.
That's what we call
How
them.
to
They're
not shot.
Yeah, we have those not shots out
Not
there.
shots. That's a not shot. Copying competitors. Be, driving your own lane.
Right.
Because individuality is all about branding.
Yeah.
If they know you as an individual, as somebody that stands out of the crowd, that green person in a red crowd,
Right.
they're gonna go with you, and the outcome is gonna be awesome, right?
It's it's similar to like American Idol and The Voice, that you see people that come on there and they sound like every other singer.
Yep.
Like they're all trying to be Sabrina Carpenter or
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, or what's her name? Olivia Rodrigo.
She's hot, man. Yeah, she's a good-looking girl. See, she stands out.
I haven't seen her since she was younger because, long story, but she's been in a few movies. She was in actually a couple of movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Disney.
She's done a lot of stuff as an actress before she really focused on being a singer. But
and she's rocks, too. She plays guitar.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's where she
But I mean,
stands
like,
out.
yeah, but you know who I think stands out a lot is Ava Max.
Ava Max.
She sings that song King and Queens.
Okay.
Right? I don't know. I mean, producers, you guys are more on that.
They're on that music. What's the hot singer these days that stands out?
Olivia Dean.
Olivia Dean is great.
She just won.
She just won rookie best new artist.
Yeah.
She reminds me a little bit of Whitney Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Like you think about that great singer, good voice. Yeah, so she really stands out.
Yeah.
She's giving Bruno Mars a run for the money on the charts these days. So.
Right, but I mean, the thing is that
Going on tour with him. She's one of her openers.
Oh, cool.
And he's coming to Gillette Stadium this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruno Mars with Olivia Dean. Check that out.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
So a couple other things, right? Like the reason a lot of brands fail is that they're focused more on the aesthetics than their identity.
Yeah, that's a big one because you're driving away from your identity.
Yep.
Right. That's huge, and you don't commit long enough. I know we talked about that.
There's a lot of like
we're
fly
all
by.
we're
They
all
call them fly
antsy.
by
We're
night,
all
right?
we want to get things done.
Yeah.
I'm like that too. It's like I got to get things done, but at the same time, consistency is key, right?
Right. It's funny when people talk to us. They're like, "Well, how long have you been in business?" I'm like, 5. We've been, 5 years. We've been
Full time,
and then I started this part time in 1998. So it's
You're consistent.
Yeah.
That's a good story, man.
yeah.
So how about some tactics? Rapid fire.
Well, one thing that works for a lot of people is you pick one message and then you just share it everywhere.
Yep. That's it. Share it everywhere. Social media.
Just repeat it, share it, and stick to that one message. And do it for like a month.
Yeah.
Don't do it for like a day and then move on to the next thing. I mean, at least do it for a week, but like, a month.
A month. And be consistent visually, verbally, and behaviorally. Right?
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
That's a good one. Consistency. And then the Chucky Goldstone approach. Tell stories that show who you are, not what you do.
Right.
Because what the people do, they buy from you. They don't buy the product. They buy from you. If you brand yourself properly, they're going to buy from you.
True.
Making your brand easy to describe one sentence. We talked about that rapid fire 5-second pitch that you should have.
Yeah.
What is yours again?
We connect, engage, outperform.
There you go.
3 words.
So when James goes to an event, hi James, how you doing? This is Jeff. What do you do?
I'm going to be like, we
connect.
I love it. We are the CEO of your online presence. We help you connect, engage, and outperform.
There we go. Then we talk about something else like March Madness or something, right?
Yeah.
And then, make your brand one sentence, own your own lane, don't blend in with competitors. I mean, it's good to see what your competitors are doing.
Yeah.
And you know what? Do something different. Imagine you have 5 people doing the same thing. If you stand out, you're individual. Again, we're saying that again, individuality.
You remember, I forget which place it was at, but you had everybody at one of your events go in a circle and go around. And we had like 2 or 3 financial advisors that essentially said the same thing. They're like,
We help people.
I
get
help
rich.
people get rich, and it's like,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna go with you. And then your brand is built in moments when people aren't watching. So it's all about the stuff you do behind the curtain.
Yeah.
You know, don't gloat, never gloat, but do all the great stuff. You know, you work in the middle of the night all the time, right?
I do.
Yeah, so that's a great.
You know,
example
these
of that.
ladies over here received an email from me. What was it? Sunday morning at like 2:11 a.m. I think when I looked at the timing that I'm passionate about what I do, and it just doesn't feel like working. So
It doesn't.
I get in the zone. You know, it's like, I'll think of an idea, whip out the computer at like 11 o'clock at night.
Shit, family's sleeping anyways,
Yeah,
right?
it's like at that point, I'm like, just keep going. And I'm like, holy crap. It's kind of like binge watching a show you like.
Yeah.
You just
Suits.
keep, all right,
You
yeah.
watch Suits.
I watch Suits all the way through. But yeah, I mean, and the other things that you do, like we like to share a lot of the behind the scenes. So like, we do the half episodes. We're going to be doing another couple more of those. We have a couple things that we're, right after this, we're heading over to Kaipe's.
Kaipe's, where April 8th will be there for our live event.
That's going to be huge. And
Make
it's
sure-
going to be it's not just going to be a networking event and then us talking. We're going to do karaoke. We're going to have
Bingos.
music. We have bingo. That's kind
Bingo.
of a surprise.
Everyone loves bingo, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going to have some bingo stuff related to the podcast, so you can play along at home. Those of you that don't live in the area or can't make the event,
We'll probably get a video of it, but you got to be there. I mean, it's nothing like get out of your house, ready to come to Framingham, come to Cappy's April 8th. We'll get that link out on this too.
Right.
So so let's land that plane, man. What do you think? Framingham International Airport, which is like Bowditch Field or something, right?
Yeah, right down the road.
Right down the road. So, like, follow, share, drop a comment. We love comments. This is an important next 5 or 6 weeks for the folks that want to be guests. Drop a comment.
And we've actually started to get some really good comments lately. So
shout out. I really appreciate it.
To Nera from Illuminera Consulting.
Say that fast. Nera from Illuminera.
Yeah, it's hard to say that. But Nera is incredible. She's a good person, and she's put some really thoughtful comments on, which is good. I mean, it's good to have some great comments like that.
Awesome. And then also share this with somebody that whose brand deserves to be unforgettable.
Right.
I like that. You definitely want to do that. And then grab your Hotshot merch, shirts. You don't have your shirt on today.
I know. Mine's upstairs.
All right. Well, I know. It's warm in here today, so I got the T-shirt going. Get your merch, marketlikeahotshot.com. And, of course, we got Learn Like a Hotshot, too.
Yep, and Negotiating Like a Hotshot will be coming up in the next couple of weeks. Goal is to get it before the end of the month.
Good stuff. So episode 42, Brand Like a Hotshot. I think this is good. This is a wrap.
That's a wrap. See you all in a couple weeks. It's going to be live, but we'll see you in episode 43 coming up.
See you soon. Have a good day.